Nutcracker podcast.
Hello again, beautiful people from the Web Summit. We are back at the Global Nutcracker podcast, this time with a very special guest, Andrei Oprisor from Revolut as the head of people product. Thank you very much for being here.
Yeah, it's great to be here with you today. So thank you for inviting me.
Well, I'm sure that most of our audience already knows Revolut, but still I would like to stop a little bit for you to explain what the company does overall in general, but also what the specific product that you lead is doing at the moment.
Yeah, I think Revolut does pretty much all things money. We try to simplify everything that has to do with money in general. So we do anything from currency exchange, which is the thing that we started with, international transfers. We even do like crypto trading and pretty much everything that involves like making money easy. You know, we try to make people's life easier, building a product where they can do all things money, pretty much trading, crypto, and so on. So yeah.
Fantastic. And please, Revolut, make sure to be available in Albania, which is the country where I'm from, because I really need to use you.
Yeah, we're working hard towards that. It's gonna happen
Thank
one
you
day,
very
yes.
much. So, Revolut, fully understandable. Revolut People, what is this?
I mean, this is our secret sauce for success, pretty much,
Opa.
right? So I will take you back 6-7 years ago. So when we started the company was still young around that time. So we realized that we needed a way to scale to achieve those ambitious goals that Nick had. So we needed like a recipe for success in terms of talent management. So we built this framework based on 3 pillars: goals, skills, and values. And based on that, we wanted to create a more meritocratic environment to incentivize the people to give them the motivation to work hard towards those goals and reward them in a fair way. So we built this meritocratic framework for, if you want, for building talent density. And then Revolut People is the platform that enables that. It semi-automates the whole thing. And that's what we do today. Our mission is to bring this to other companies to help them replicate the success that Revolut had by following the same recipe, pretty much.
So, if I heard correctly, there's goals, skills, and value, right?
Yes.
These are the 3 key components.
Yes.
And you have tested this internally yourself. So, this was an internal, let's say, tool that you use to grow as a company. And then you're trying, I mean, now that it's perfected, you already have the blueprint of the product. You are looking forward to take this to other companies who can help them grow along the way, right?
Yeah, 100%. I think we built it for us, and it worked very well. And then, the story of Revolut, we have so many people like going out and founding their own companies, doing their own stuff. And they couldn't have, something like this from the market, like a tool that would help them scale talent and scale the company and achieve this high performing environment. So they said, hey, would you be willing to let us use your tool? And we said, yeah, why not? Like, let's do it. Let's help these people out. And that's the story pretty much, like how we commercialize the tool. And
Fantastic. And how big is your team, Andrei? Your own team? Because Revolut is quite big, but your own
we have
team.
about 60 people now working hard towards speeding up things and rolling this out to as many companies as possible.
That's awesome. And where are they located in terms of your team, more or less?
They are located everywhere. We have people in Romania, we have people in Poland, we have people in Portugal as well. A lot of people in Portugal, Spain, UK, and so on, Germany, France, everywhere pretty much.
Fantastic. Well, Revolut is a global company, as global as they come, definitely. There was a rumor, actually, maybe it was fake news on LinkedIn a few months ago that said that Revolut were starting to do EOR as well. Is that any time in your roadmap from Revolut's perspective or not?
Look, I mean, we're trying to do pretty much everything that we can get our hands with. I think EOR is not really like a strategic initiative, but we have all of these like bets. So we try to dip our fingers into the water and see like how
measure the pulse everywhere, and then when you feel a strong heartbeat, you just attack there,
so
right?
It's more like a bet than anything else. So yeah.
Fantastic. And for you as a manager, what are the difficulties of managing or scaling a team that is global, if there are any?
I mean, compliance is always a difficult one, like being able to hire people in all of these locations is always difficult, like being able to pay them, make sure that they can work, again, in a compliant way. So that has always been a challenge. So our product tackles some parts of that, but, there is obviously a lot of that goes on.
A lot of road to go through on that one.
And then I would say the second one, and relevant to our problem, the problem we're solving, is like culture dilution. When you have so many people working all over the place, undoubtedly your company is going to feel like a lot of small pockets all over the place. So that's what we did. We wanted to make sure that everybody gets assessed based on the same principles and follows the same values and so on. So yeah, culture dilution has been a problem, but for us is under control now with the tool that we
Yeah,
built. Yeah.
definitely would like to stop on that because we've had small businesses here, medium businesses, and now definitely enterprises like Revolut. And the question that I would have with you is, how do you guys deal with potentially like with the creation of microcultures within the big culture that you have? Have you sensed that that might be an has that been an issue throughout your journey?
I
Or
think initially, before we started like rolling out the product and revamping our culture and doing all of these things, there was a sense of a bit of disconnect between certain departments. But the initiative was to make sure we ensure consistency. And if there is maybe a department is more focused on one of the values, while other departments, for example, like, of course, like our talent department is going to be focused more on the dream team value that we have in Revolut, while the product department is going to focus more on deliver wow. So we allow this kind of focus, but there aren't as many discrepancies in terms of values and things out because we rolled out this framework for a culture, and then we made sure that it's properly communicated, rolled out, and people understand. And when we hire people as well, culture is a very, very big component in this whole assessment.
sounds like a lot of companies need to try. We need to try
Yes,
the
yeah,
product.
100%.
I
Like I
mean,
would say this works for most like mid-sized and large-sized companies, even smaller-sized companies. If you wanna start doing things the right way day one, I think this is a framework to follow. Yes.
fantastic. What is the goal? I mean, for Revolut, everything money, so we understand. But for Revolut people, what is the goal for 2026?
I think I love that you asked that question because we have crazy plans for 2026.
Oh, okay.
So I think this value proposition with we want to become the number one tool for performance management in Europe in general and UK. We want to bring some of that like US competitiveness and some of that like high performing culture to Europe as well. So we want to make European companies more competitive overall globally. So that's our mission number one, and we will insist on that. There is a lot of AI that is going to get added to help with the performance management process to make it even more objective, even more fair. But then we have also bigger bets. We are, as I was saying, we also do HR management recruitment. So these areas are going to be like scaled quite a lot. And the biggest bet that I'm excited about is trying to offer payroll for pretty much like most locations in Europe to enable this one-click payroll experience. We have Revolut for Business, we have Revolut Retail, so it would be nice to have that flow of money going from end to end between these accounts. And there are some crazy features. I can't say right now what they are.
Oh, I
'Cause
need
they're a
something
bit like...
exclusive. I need something. I need just one scoop for the podcast.
So look, all I can tell you is that, imagine you could get paid in whatever currency you choose without any like currency exchange fees. Imagine like you could have salary advance or get your salary in advance like
Early
30
wage
days
access.
before. Yes, just
Fantastic.
by using Revolut. So yeah.
Well, it seems like you're building something great there, and I'm all up for it and definitely waiting forward. Again, I want to emphasize for you guys to coming to Albania, right? It's becoming difficult for me to manage my money and transfers with that one. Fantastic. Now, if you would to give an advice to a manager or to a founder of a small company in the tips and tricks to really scale well, what would that be?
I think any founder or any person who has to build a company or manage people will resonate with what I'm gonna say now, and it's very simple. The recipe is very simple. Like increase your talent density, which means hire strong people. I think this is a discussion that is always uncomfortable with people because it involves undoubtedly like letting some people go or moving some people somewhere else or being
Or
more...
diluting a little bit in case you're
Yeah,
bringing executives.
exactly. So I think the secret is as simple as that. A company is just, it's a concept we imagine in our heads. In reality, physically, a company is just a bunch of people like coming together to achieve something. So if you have like a good team, like the analogy is with a football team, right? It's not that everybody needs to be like Messi in the football team, right? Because he's specialized in something, but it's good to have all the people who can like work together to achieve the goal. So building high talent density and putting the right people together with the right skills and making sure they are consistent in terms of what values they have, I think that's the secret pretty much. And that helps you scale like extremely fast. And this is what Revolut did the right way. And that's what we're trying to promote rather.
I align you 100%. Nothing beats the good old teamwork and the good people involved into that one.
Yeah.
We'll get into the rapid fire session. 3 questions answered very quickly from you. 3 words, key to scaling successfully.
Build talent density.
Fantastic. Weirdest compliance rule you've ever seen? You must have seen some of them.
Oh my God. Yes, I think, Germany has very strange compliance rules when it comes to like payroll and the number of kids you have and the tax deductions that you have. So it must be one of the things that I've seen. Yeah.
Fantastic. If time and money wasn't an issue, which country would you expand to next? Which for Revolut, I highly doubt that now money is an issue. Time maybe. So
100% United States would be like
the
my number
US
one
is,
choice.
is the
Yes.
goal to really attack there and grow exponentially.
I think once we conquer Europe in terms of this performance philosophy and Revolut as well, once we were more established, I think that's the number one target for us after that. So yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Andrei. You've given me the scoop. You've given me a lot of information for the founders. Looking forward to see the growth of Revolut People, and why not? We might also use the product ourselves.
Thank you very much, and yeah, thank you for having me.
Have a nice one.
Good night.
Go global, not nuts.